Hi there. In this episode, I'll be explaining about the solar system. First thing I know, the Earth is in the solar system. The group of planets in ascending order, you can say, is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. But if I ask, what do you know about Neptune? It's the farthest planet from the Sun. Wrong. It's the farthest planet from the Sun, but not the farthest dwarf planet from the Sun. Well, I know two more planets, dwarf planets after Neptune, which is Pluto and Ceres. Now you might even know the Greek forms of these, but I'll tell you anyway in the end. Okay, so let's begin. What's in the center of the solar system? The Sun. And it's really hot, 6,000 degrees Celsius on the surface, and the core, oh, it's just unbelievable. You go inside, you melt in a nanosecond. So, Mercury. What's so special about Mercury? Well, it has huge craters, for one, and it's not the hottest planet. Can you believe that? Venus is. Well, let's see about Mercury. It's the planet with highest variations in the solar system, meaning in the day, it's like 400 degrees now in the Celsius, and in the night, it's minus 100 degrees. Can you believe that? This is because it has no atmosphere, meaning it becomes too hot in the day and too cold in the night. You might know this due to the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect, it keeps the day cool and the night warm. Not very cold. Or the day not very hot, the night not very cold. So Mercury does not have an atmosphere. Very thin atmosphere, you can say. So it has the highest variations of temperature. Now the next planet, the second planet. The Earth's twin, Venus. Okay, Venus. It's the hottest planet, and you could actually fly a plane there if that plane was super heat resistant, because its engine would fail. You could pour some petroleum there, evaporate. It's like taking water, seal it so it doesn't evaporate, put it in a cold container, and drop it on Venus. When it reaches down, that glass would just shatter. The water would evaporate and spread out. This is because Venus has a high sulfuric acid, I think, in the upper atmosphere, which is poisonous, and the surface temperature is above Mercury. It is so hot. Venus is not a good planet. It would melt you. It would kill you. It would burn your skin. It would do 1,000 things more. Now, Venus is just, don't go there. We actually don't know how Venus looks like, because the clouds covering Venus are so dense and thick that we might even think the atmosphere is what makes the planet. This is because actually Venus is this much, Earth is this much. Now Venus looks a little smaller. Actually, it's more smaller, but it looks a little bigger. Not bigger than the Earth, but bigger than what it should be, because its atmosphere is very thick. Earth's atmosphere extends to 1,000 kilometers. This is extended to 2,000 something. Okay. So, the next planet, Earth. You know about Earth. I'm not going to tell you anything, except that it's a blue planet. Next, Mars. Mars, Utor. Who's Mars? Ares, god of war. Okay, Mars, the red planet. It is made of mostly iron oxide on the surface, which makes it a very red color. So, it has, you might even think this is Martian. There has been proven existence of water on Mars, and on its poles are frozen ice peaks. Not peaks, frozen ice. That's it. Okay, peaks might be there. And the tallest mountain in the solar system, Mount Olympus. No, Olympus. Okay, Mons Olympus. So, Olympus is the tallest. Actually, it's a volcano, but it's the tallest structure, or what you can call it, a mountain in the solar system. It is on Mars, and Olympus Mons is awesome. It's, I think, 21 kilometers high or something, near 24. but it's really tall. And Mars, if you go there, there's range rover. You can call it a spaceship on Mars, which is collecting samples, and we might even be going to that planet one day. Okay, what's after Mars? The asteroid belt. It's made of mostly. Actually, people think that beyond Mars was another planet before Jupiter and after Mars, which blasted, and because it was sucked by the sun's gravity, so then created a belt over there. Now, why is this belt not flying towards the sun? Because of Jupiter's gravity. I said that too fast, right? Oh, I broke the suspension too fast. So Jupiter is keeping the asteroids from flying into. I don't think the asteroids are rotating, but they're just staying there and Jupiter's moving, dragging them around. Okay, what's after the asteroid belt? After that comes Jupiter. First things first, Jupiter has rings. Saturn has rings, Uranus has rings, and Neptune has rings. You must know that. It's not visible all the time. Saturn's ones are really big, so they're visible. Now, Saturn looks bigger than Jupiter because of his rings, but it's not bigger. Jupiter's diameter can consist of 11 Earths, and this is the most important phenomena. Not the 11 thingy. Jupiter has storms, really huge ones, and one of the important ones is the Great Red Spot. This is a huge storm which 2 Earths can be put inside. That's the huge storm. It's been spinning for millions of years. It spins against the rotation of Jupiter and it keeps spinning. It's like a huge cyclone. Way huger. It's as huge as 2 Earths. Oh my god. And lightning happens on Jupiter. So. Next. Saturn. You might call it Jupiter's twin, but it's not exactly a twin. Younger brother. So Saturn is actually, in Greek mythology, Saturn is the father of Jupiter. Saturn is Kronos and Jupiter is Zeus. But that's not it. This is not come to that. Saturn has rings, which are made of stones, not of discs. You might even think it's made of ice too. Stones are like all the sediments which you might see in a riverbank or something, like asteroids come into the belt. So Saturn has rings, and Saturn has a very important satellite, natural satellite known as Titan, which can support life, but it's too cold. Okay. Now, I forgot to tell you, Jupiter has 64 moons discovered, and Saturn has a lot too. So, Saturn has many rings, I think 4 layers, and Saturn has a surface made of gas. It's a completely gas planet. In the liquid might be in the center due to pressure, and beyond the asteroid belt is all gas giants except Pluto, which is kind of ice. And finally, Saturn, we don't know the surface of Saturn. It's just so much gas, we don't know if we enter the gas, we don't know how it look like. It's going to look like a fog, dense fog, which will crush the airplane when you go, not airplane, rocket, but we don't know exactly how Saturn looks like. Next, you might think it as a bowl of water. That's it. Uranus. There's nothing much to tell about Uranus. It's just cold and it just wants to kill you. That's it. Straight away. No nervousness. No very huge winds. It's just like there are winds stronger than ones on Earth, but it's not very like super according to any of the other planets. It's just a normal planet who doesn't want anyone to come in. You want to come in, it doesn't like them, just kill them straight away. Neptune, Poseidon, same color. Neptune is another dark bluish color planet. Uranus is a light blue colored planet. So Neptune is a dark blue colored planet which has super strong supersonic winds. Have you seen the video about my Earth? What will happen if the Earth stops spinning? 1000 mile per hour winds, right? On Neptune, it goes faster. very fast supersonic winds on Neptune. So the winds on Neptune are super much, and these winds contain ice breath like Superman. If you get hit by a supersonic wind on Neptune, your plane or rocket would probably freeze. It's like the wind is so cold, Neptune is so cold, and it's just a big gas giant. It just freezes you straight away. It likes freezing stuff. Next, Pluto, Hades, the god of the underworld. Let's see. Pluto is a dwarf planet because it's not very big. It's the size of the United States of America. That's its circumference. It's like if you take it, smash it on the United States of America, it's like if you do it, like if this is the surface of the Earth, put like this, the United States of America would be covered. The shadow, meaning a solar eclipse would happen. Plutoing eclipse. Maybe if that's a word. Okay, so Pluto has a moon which is tidally locked to Pluto. What is tidally locked? It means that one side of Pluto will face the moon and only one side of that moon will face the Pluto. So it will be like this. Meaning, if Pluto was the Earth and its moon was the moon, capital, it would mean that Pluto, which is the Earth, only one side of the Earth will see the moon and only one side of the moon will see the Earth. So I would see only one side of the moon. And only if I'm in India, I would see the moon. But if you're in USA, you won't see the moon ever in your life. You have to travel. Well, that's tidally locked. And every moon will be soon tidally locked to the Earth, to its planet, whatever it's revolving around. Okay, next, Ceres. I don't know anything about Ceres. Now, for the Greek names of all these planets. First, Mercury, Hermes, god of travelers and god of thieves, god of messengers, god of roads. Next, Venus, goddess of love, Aphrodite. Next, Earth, Gaia, the goddess of the earth. Earth is actually dirt and stuff, so she's the goddess of dirt. Okay, next, Mars, the god of war, Ares. His aura so strong that you feel hatred towards everyone. Next, after this comes the asteroid belt. Doesn't have any Greek form, so next comes Jupiter, which is Zeus, god of lightning and god of the skies. Next comes Saturn, the father of Jupiter. And Saturn represents Kronos, the god of time, the titan, not god, lord of time, sorry. Next comes Uranus, is of Uranus, one of the sons of Chaos, which was chasm, empty, the first god ever, primordial deity. I've explained this in Greek mythologies. Uranus is Uranus, the god of heaven, the first god of heaven, the strongest god. Next comes Neptune, Poseidon, god of the seas and oceans and waves and water. That's not all water is sea, ocean. Let's just say ocean. Next, Pluto, Hades, the god of the underworld, the god of the dead. Not god of death, that is Thanatos, Hades' lieutenant. Hades is the god of death, of the dead, god of the dead. Meaning the people who are dead are Hades' soldiers, but he is not the god of killing people, no. So next, Ceres is Demeter, the goddess of agriculture. Demeter's daughter is Persephone. Next, and as always, thanks for watching.